Hello, internet. I don't know about you, but when I am anxious, I cannot bring myself to create. Like, I can't even bring myself to turn my computer on right now and like get that set up and set up my mic and my recording software to record this video. That's why I'm recording it on my phone. I'm also going on a trip tomorrow that I'm not ready for. So I gotta make this as quick as possible. Keep in mind, if you don't know, the only purpose of this channel is for me to document my thoughts and how I'm doing that week on a weekly basis for the rest of my life. It's an archive of my brain. So, it doesn't always have to be pretty, it just has to be what it is. And right now, I'm kind of bugging out. I'm super excited to go on the trip, but I am just a very much so a creature of routine. I like to stay inside. I like to just kind of be in my own space. So, I'm going to a new city. I'm going to be, no one likes to fly. I don't want to have to deal with all the things around traveling. I got a dog and a cat. I got to make sure everything's taken care of, all that stuff. But the trip itself is going to be great. And I know once I'm there, I'm going to be having a great time. So I'm going to see a lot of friends I haven't seen in a while, experience a new city I've never been to, all this good stuff. But what this got me thinking about is a lot of people will talk about this idea of like mental illness or mental issues that come up in your life. You can kind of like channel that into art. And I think that that is definitely true. But for me, it's usually in like a reflective sense. Like right now, all today, most of yesterday, I've been like on the verge of a panic attack, and I'm just trying to keep myself chill. As I say that, my cat walks in. Oh, this is Rocket. If anyone doesn't know, um, yeah, I've been trying to just keep myself chill and just do the bare minimum, which is kind of like my life philosophy in a lot of ways. Just keep myself chill, do the bare minimum, and then go from there. Because that in itself is hard enough for me to do on a regular basis. So when I have something out of the ordinary, it's even harder for me to bring myself to just do the bare minimum. And like, I can't even imagine having to like even just record a video and edit it a little bit to make it look nice and like upload it, like export it, all that stuff, like pick a thumbnail. That's not that much work. Usually it takes me about an hour to do from start to finish. Maybe like a little bit more depending on how long the video is. But I'm not even normally doing like anything crazy. So I can't imagine like sitting down and like trying to make art right now and like in like a real meaningful way. Like maybe I can like write things down to ideas I have for later or something, but this is one of those situations where in the moment all you can do is just confront it head on and just deal with it to the best of your ability. And that's what I'm trying to do. Luckily the best of my ability is better than it's been in the past, but as of right now it's really like, man. So I'm like thinking about recording a video, but I'm actually thinking about all the things I have to do in preparation for this trip tomorrow. So I mean, I could sit here and ramble all day, but it feels like procrastination. I mean, even me waiting until today to record this video is me freaking out and then procrastinating. I could have done it like a couple days ago even, and it would have been better. So, but like I said, this channel's not about good videos. If you're here for good videos, you definitely aren't still watching. But this is if you want to join this journey with me. If you want to be on this journey for the rest of my life, just seeing where I'm at every week, like it can even be like I don't know. It's like it's not this linear story. It's just the scatterings of my life in time going forward. But this things happen seemingly at a random rate, which I think is true for all of life. But I mean, even just me meta talking about my YouTube channel now is like me trying to just not think, really. That's what all this comes down to. I wish I could just turn my brain off and just not think and just do things. That's like something I'm striving to do. My cat is chewing on a box. That's just he always does when he's trying to get my attention. But I brought him to my lap, and then he ran away. But it's okay. Honestly, I think my energy levels stress out my pets so much. So I gotta chill for myself, but also because I'm stressing out my pets. So yeah, I don't know. It'll be fine though, because it always is fine. Nothing's ever as bad as I think it is. Also, it's hot as fuck this week. It's been like 100 degrees plus, high 90s. It's probably like 85 degrees in my apartment right now because I only have one tiny portable air conditioner, and it's just in the bedroom, just so it's tolerable to sleep at night. So the rest of my apartment's hot as fuck. I do really bad with heat. Like that's like a very bad sensory thing for me to deal with when I can't cool off and I'm just like sweating and feel perpetually hot and just perpetually fucked up. So anyway, I was eating fucking peanut butter and apple cinnamon rice cakes before because I gotta get rid of them before I go on this trip. I mean, I just opened this jar of peanut butter though, but it'll be fine for a week. I'm only gonna be gone for a week. And luckily there's not really anything in our fridge right now, so I'm just kind of eating the scraps of what we have so that I can have as little food go bad as possible, which I think at this point is going to be zero, which is nice. I don't know. I'm definitely just fucking rambling. I'm just avoiding my own thoughts. I'm just avoiding my responsibilities. I'm just avoiding thinking about this trip and thinking of all the things that can go wrong on this trip, because that's always my problem. I catastrophize everything. I always think horrible things are going to happen. I think people are going to hate me. I think that, you know, the plane's going to fucking explode, or like something's going to happen that's just like the worst possible thing to happen. Because of course that's what my brain's going to think. Why wouldn't it think that? It's just trying to protect me, right? Now I had this thought where I think it's like, this is probably relevant to a lot of different things, but for me, like I've dealt with obviously mental illness, but my main thing has been like borderline personality disorder, and a big part of people with BPD is like the inability to tolerate stress. It's like distress intolerance, and that's what leads people to like act on their impulses and like freak out and like, you know, be angry and just like not think about what they're doing. So the analogy that I have is kind of like, for me, it's like smoking weed. So that's like what helps me stay calm. That's what I use to cope. That's like my self-medication. So what weed does for me is it's like, think about air conditioning, right? I'm thinking about air conditioning probably because it's hot and I'm thinking about air conditioning. But imagine, you know, it's like you have air conditioning at your house if you're lucky. You have air conditioning in your car if you're lucky. There's air conditioning at your job if you're lucky. There's air conditioning on the bus or the train that you're taking to your job if you're lucky. So there's moments in your day where you're feeling like, this is nice. I feel cool. I feel refreshed. I'm not freaking out because it's too hot. And that's nice. And that helps you get through your day. But there's still a lot of moments, like, you know, even just the walk from your office to the train, you're going to be in that heat and you're going to have to deal with it. You're going to have to learn how to tolerate that. Because otherwise, the second you go outside, you're going to be freaking the fuck out. So I think what weed does for me is it just gives me moments of air conditioning, or it gives me like a half day of air conditioning. So like things are happening, it's hot, but I'm like more equipped to get through it because I have air conditioning. It's not going to make me freak out. But the problem with that is if you smoke all day, every day, or at least every day. I smoke at least at night every day. Very rarely do I take a day off. There's like some days where I just really don't feel like smoking, and a lot of those days I take edibles. So, fuck, I'm getting off track. My brain is going wild right now. Okay. No, this is good. I'm capturing reality. I'm allowed to be meta on this channel because it's my fucking channel, okay? That's the whole point of this. I don't even remember what I was saying, but there's probably an analogy there. Maybe you fucking got it, maybe you didn't. I have no idea. Best of luck to you in life if you're still watching this video. I'll put out a new video next week. I'll see you then. I gotta go do shit, and I don't want to, but I got it, so I'm gonna go do it. All right.